Have you got to grips with slider cards? Slider elements let you create moving parts to your card design, activated by pulling tabs. This easel slider card and this flying pig were created by Nicole Hopker for Papercraft Inspirations issue 177. In this video we're going to be looking at how you can make this easel slider card. The body of the easel slider card is made from 3 basic panels of card. 2 measure 10.8 by 14 centimeters. We've got 1 cut in white card and 1 cut in patterned paper. And then there's another white card flap which measures 8.5 by 12 centimeters. We're going to start by working on the coloured patterned paper panel, and we want to cut 2 slits along the outside edges of the panel. So you're cutting 2 centimeters in all the way along. So on your 14 centimeter strip you want to put a mark at 2 centimeters and a mark at 12 centimeters, so you're 2 centimeters in from the edge, and then I'm also 2 centimeters in from the top edge, so I've drawn a line along there, and now I'm going to cut with a metal rule and a craft knife. So I've cut my slit on that side, and then I'm going to turn the sheet and do exactly the same thing. So 2 centimeters in from each edge, so you want to find 2 centimeters in and then mark at 2 centimeters and 12 centimeters. We're going to repeat and cut between those 2 lines again with the craft knife. And now on one end, I want to join up the 2 cut lines, the edge of the 2 cut lines. So 2 centimeters in, it should be the point where your 2 lines are going to meet. And I'm going to cut between them to make a flap. This will be the flap that will form the basis of the easel slider. So I'm just cutting between the ends of my 2 cut lines on one side, and that's going to make my tab that I can then use for a slider. I'll just go back, it's still a little attached there. Let's trim that out. And there you can see we've now got our slider tab made. We're going to move on to the scoring. I'm using a scoring board here, and you want to score along your slider tab. If you place the tab at the very edge of your scoring board, so sort of starting from where the bottom of the tab is, you want to score on your tab, across the tab only, not the rest of the card, but you score at 2 centimeters, and then you repeat and score across the tab again at 6 centimeters, and then again at 10 centimeters, which will be the very end of the tab. We're going to burnish those folds, starting with a valley fold, then a mountain fold, then another valley fold, so that your central score line pops up on your panel. Now we're going to use a small circle die, only measuring about 2 centimeters across. We're going to cut a small circle, half circle, in one end of this striped panel, which is where our tab will sit. And now you want to line up the circle die so that you can cut it in the same place on the plain white panel. Now we're going to stick our 3 bits of card together to make our working easel slider card. Turn your pattern paper over and put a length of glue or double-sided tape along the bottom end of the flap, and then using the smaller of your 2 white panels, you want to stick that along the edge of the flap as well, so that it sits centrally in the space but lines up with the bottom edge of the tab. Once the glue is dried, you can see how when you pull the tab, it makes the top of your easel card move. So now we're going to add some tape all around the outside 3 edges of the base card. My glue runners went out, so I'm just going to finish up with a bit of glue. So we're adding a thin strip around the 3 outside edges, so avoid the edge where you have your half circle die cut, and you want to make sure that these strips are nice and thin because you don't want them to interfere with the movement of your easel tab. So just around the outside on those 3 edges, we're going to then place the tab and coloured card panel on top, and you can see now how this is your easel base card formed. You can add a secret sentiment inside. You can stamp something on that inside panel to have a greeting, or you can add a photo as a surprise, and then this front part of the easel is available for your own decoration. Nicole has used a My Favourite Things Berry Happy Birthday stamp set and some beautiful circular die cut frames to decorate hers.